Hi everyone, I'm Chandler Yokley, and I will be talking about fast forwarding today. So the fast forward is a software program that's developed to help children who continue to struggle despite repeated interventions used. It addresses the root cause of the difficulty of each individual. It starts with cognitive skills like memory, attention, and processing speed, and it works from the bottom up. It works along with neuroplasticity, which is where the brain works to change and create new connections. And fast forward aims to remediate the underlying difficulties that keep struggling readers and English language learners from making progress. There's different parts. There's a language series, a literacy series, and a reading series. And within each, there's multiple sections. First, starting with the language series, mainly for elementary individuals. The first section within that series works to move elementary students toward grade level reading skills with a focus on listening, accuracy, phonological awareness, and language structures. The second one, emphasizing the link between spoken language and written language to guide the students to become more proficient at the grade level readers. For literacy is mainly used for secondary, so middle school and high school. And the basic literacy moves middle and high school students towards grade level reading skills with a focus on listening, accuracy, phonological awareness, and language structures. The literacy advanced appeals to teenagers while strengthening their processing efficiency so they can establish a foundation for learning. Like I said, the reading series has a lot more sections. There's 6 of them. There's the readiness, and then there's level 1, level 2, 3, level 4, and level 5. So the readiness is working on pre-reading skills with a focus on letter recognition and naming and letter sound association. Level 1 builds critical reading skills with an emphasis on phonemic awareness, early decoding, vocabulary knowledge and skills, and motivation. Level 2 consolidates early reading, which focuses on applying phonetics, decoding strategies, improving word recognition, and understanding the rules for reading comprehension. Level 3 concentrates on reading knowledge and fluency with a focus on phonology and spelling, morphological properties and complexity, syntactic complexity, vocab, and comprehension. Level 4 builds reading skills in school by applying knowledge of word origins, word forms, sentence structures, and punctuation rules to improve the comprehension. And Level 5 is appropriate for students in upper elementary, middle, and high school, and it concentrates on enhancing advanced reading comprehension and expanding vocabulary skills. And here on my device here, it just shows a little bit on what fast forward does, and it shows a lot of the images that you're going to see on your device, and then it also, you can see, is animated, so individuals can work along with each screen and go at their own little rate. And then I did some reading, first one being with Clements and Saharma, and it was noted that we know that technology and using computers is constantly increasing in our society. And from about 80% to 90% of early childhood educators that attended a conference for the education of young children, they reported using computers even as young as in the preschool levels. And this is no surprise to us because technology is everywhere. And it also shows that research on young children and technology indicates that we no longer need to ask whether to use the technology in developmentally appropriate situations, because we know that technology is ever evolving, ever being in our society, and it is always going to be appropriate from now on, because we aren't just limited to books and such that we were in the years past. In this article, they talked about a 4-year-old who was diagnosed with a autism and who did not speak until they began to interact on the computers and with their peers. And they found that peers that work together on the computers and or iPads or monitors in general are becoming more talkative and socializing more. And this proves that this 4-year-old was able to echo words for the first time while they were using the computer. So this shows the benefit that the softwares and technology has on our young children. I also found another article by Shane and Albert, and I thought this was very informative. And it discussed in their study that animated screen time was favorited most by autism spectrum disorder individuals as well as typically developed individuals. And they put together a survey that was sent out to the parents and caretakers to help the researchers understand how families incorporate screen time in their everyday life. It is stated that individuals with ASD have relatively strong skills in responding to visual cues, including visual representations or written words, but have a hard time processing verbal or spoken language. About 50% diagnosed do not speak but are considered highly visually oriented. This proves to be true because many individuals use a visual schedule to help them get through their day. ASD individuals have more interest in interaction, screen time, and animation such as characters or events, sounds or actions on the monitors. And this is another reason why Fast Forward is so good, because of the animation, the different characters, and the sounds that it make. And it does make sounds, I just muted it so you could hear me talk. Parents stated that their kids were quote-unquote mesmerized by the imitation activities. In the article by Shane and Albert, it was also found that about 97% of individuals with ASD were engaged to the computer conditions, while only 62% were engaged to the teacher-only condition. The presence of certain behaviors stated by the parents, such as frequent imitations, show that screen time or implemented software, along with teacher instruction, may be able to help with learning. I am for Fast Forward because I believe it can be beneficial and paired with in-person instruction to help those with language, literacy, or reading impairments. Although there is not much evidence to prove it would be beneficial to individuals with ASD because a lot more research is needed to be done, I believe that the relatively strong skills in responding to visual cues and their focus on screen time, that this software could help with learning and understanding. Thank you.